We are learning that a baby is okay after it was abandoned in a trash dumpster in Greenville yesterday. And now child safety advocates are calling for more public education about the state's safe surrender law. Legislators made some changes to it recently. WRL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie joining us now in the studio with some information here. What is allowed now under those changes? And Laura, of course, state lawmakers last year gave parents a little bit more time to surrender a child if they choose to do so.
They did. You know, since about 2001, North Carolina has had a 7-day window in which a parent can surrender a child to a safe adult without having to give their name or facing any kind of criminal charges, as long as the baby shows no signs of abuse or neglect. Well, that window is now 30 days, not 7. Child safety advocates think that could help to reduce the number of newborns who are abused or neglected or abandoned unsafely, like we just saw, by giving new parents a little more time to consider whether they're able and willing to care for a new baby.
So parents have more time now, but lawmakers, they did put some limits on who exactly a baby can be surrendered to.
They did. You know, the old law strongly recommended that a baby be surrendered to a healthcare worker, social worker, or emergency responder, but it didn't require that. Basically, you could legally surrender your baby to any adult. There are a lot of concerns about whether that loophole could be used for human trafficking. The new law says the surrender has to be made to a healthcare provider, first responder, or social services worker, and they have to contact the local division of social services right away to get that baby placed safely into foster care. It also now requires a court hearing and a public notice that a baby was surrendered anonymously, just in case the other parent or family members want to try to get custody of that child.
I know this is a big question here, but if you could kind of narrow it down a bit, what does happen with a baby when it is surrendered?
Well, you know, the parent actually who surrendered it actually gets a 60-day window to reclaim the child if they change their mind. If the child isn't claimed by a parent or relative within 60 days, social services starts the process of termination of parental rights, and that child becomes put up for adoption. Dan.
All right. It's a tough topic, but Laura, we appreciate the reporting.
Thanks.